Hello and welcome back to the Splatoon 2 fan auditions tournament to be in a tournament video. Last time, if you missed out on the nearly hour-long video, we whittled down 13 contestants to just 8, and they are trickling in gradually. It was quite interesting. There was a lot of Splatoon in the previous video. Should be less this time around, but it should be, you know, more blood and thunder. We're going to create 2 teams here, and they're just going to throw themselves at each other, and hopefully one of them will win. I don't really know. I'm expecting a lot, but, you know, it's going to go well for everybody. These are the 8 contenders, all vying for just 4 spots, so I have to eliminate half of them. So, either way, I've got to, you know, I'm going to upset a lot of people, and I don't really want to do that. I'm a relatively unconfrontational person. These are completely new teams, by the way. I mean, it's kind of gathered because we lost 5 of them, and, you know, they made up the teams before, so, you know, I don't really have to explain any of this now. It's just more Splatoon, 8 matches again, but now the teams are slightly more set in stone. I can fiddle around with the teams if I need to. You know, I'm kind of got my fish legs wet. What's the phrase? I am expecting some great things in this round because, you know, these are the 8 best players I feel from our auditions, and, you know, I'm not entirely sure how this is going to go, but I hope there's blood and thunder. I want to see some good play. I want to see some hustle. I want to see lots of energy, and other words which mean, you know, broadly the same thing. I've slept since I last learnt the spectator controls, so maybe I've forgotten everything. We're starting with Turf Wars, in case that wasn't immediately obvious, because I feel that's a good thing to start on. Good thing to warm up on, if anything. But of course, these matches are important. These are the, you know, the difference between life and death. Pixel Squid going down immediately. I was gonna go to him. Maybe I shouldn't do that. That's like I don't know, a sign of you know, yeah, that's like a caster's curse or something. I'm not sure what the lexicon is, but maybe don't do that. I8 skulking around looking for an opening of some sort. Tenta missiles coming in. I think that was from Joe rather than Pixel Squid, but it's, you know, Tenta missiles are generally quite good. Special weapon. I know the lexicon, but yes. Turf Wars, if you don't remember, you know, cover the most amount of space. Very easy from a spectator cam to see who's winning. I'd say it's fairly even so far. We've had a number of deaths on both sides, or a number of splats on both sides. No, nobody dies in this game. They just get exploded in horrific ways. Fomega going in, trying to push Purple Man back. Purple Man got Tentas all over him. Pink team in general being pushed back a little bit here. Blue team coming forward. Pixel Squid trying to get forward and do some damage, but taken out very quickly. Purple Man go on the flank. He may have used the cloud. I forgot what the cloud's called. The ink storm, I think. Daddy Juff trying to get Purple Man. Goes for the splashdown. Doesn't get him, but he is in the corner, and he's got 2-on-1. It could be a tricky situation for Purple Man. Indeed it was. Okay, Joe alone on the point, trying to ink it up. Maybe taking them out wide was not such a bad idea. If they can come in with Pixel Squid and Joe and I8 as well, there are flies in here as well, because it's been incredibly warm these last couple of weeks and months in the UK. I mean, good lord, it has been kind of a joke for temperature, but blue team stabilizing quite a lot here, as you can see. Fomega in the base, now coming in with a variety of dualies. I can't tell from this distance because I haven't got any reference points, but Purple Man and Pixel Squid skulking around. Louie Boy with the baller, creating some room for himself. Pink team really need to come back into this one, otherwise this round's going to be over very quickly, and it is our time, so they're over in roughly the same amount of time every time. Okay, bad example to give, but Pink team are pushing back. They are separated a little bit, which is not such a bad idea, because, you know, if you can pincer them in some way, it's not so bad. That's Fomega going down. Kamiko looking a little bit out of position as well. Pink team coming back a bit more of a vengeance in this latter stages of this first round. Although that might be why Daddy Juff is very deep. Potentially not such a bad idea, especially with a kill on Jojo. All the real estate in the world to work with here. Like kind of ridiculous amount of real estate, really. No one's really going to follow him or really go after him unless Joe wants to take him out there, but he's hiding away quite well. Joe's got to mop this up because I'm not sure his team's going to come back for it. Get the splashdown from Daddy Juff. Daddy Juff causing a lot of problems for Pink team right here. Could be exactly what they need, although Pink team have taken back center a bit more. This map is looking a little bit more even than I thought it would be. Okay, that is curious. Pink team may have taken this, having been behind most of the time. We're kind of beyond teams now. Pink team have taken this. Indeed they have. Really pulled out their fingers at the end and took it back. I was kind of messy play from both sides, but, you know, it worked out in the end. Daddy Juff, I thought, did play quite well. Even with the sort of deep play, maybe could have been better spent helping out his team, but I admire that. Anyway, what are we playing next? No idea. And on we go to tower control back at Camp Triggerfish, a map I do enjoy, and a map we saw some very interesting plays with in the previous round, in the first round. I was going to say yesterday, but you didn't know this was recorded the day before and uploaded the day before. It doesn't matter. Same teams. Might change them after the match depending on how it goes. But tower control is a very interesting match to gauge team balance, basically, because if one team wins this very quickly, you could potentially say that the teams are mildly imbalanced, and maybe I could do something about that. But maybe it's just a simple matter of fact or something, and you know everyone's doing okay. Got to put down that which team actually won that first match before I forget. Didn't do that in my off time. Maybe should have done something about that. No real attempts to win the point at the moment. It's going back and forth a lot, but purple team are just about on it now, and they are pushing it with Pixel Squid with the Octobrush. Thought he fell off there. That'd have been kind of funny, but not particularly helpful for their attempts of taking the tower back, although Green have taken the tower back, moving it back to the center and trying to get some points of their own on the board. It does take a little while before you can actually get the tower on, like so. There you go. Kamiko making a move, although Pixel Squid's in close proximity, as is Joe, and Purple Man pincered from every side. I can put my controller down, I can put who actually won the matches there. Okay, Purple Man. As a Purple Man, actually, this happened before, didn't it? You can, of course, with the right specials, or sub-weapons rather, you can, of course, jump straight to the tower, which is pretty nifty. I quite like that. But they are on the second checkpoint. Got to get a bit more time. They've lost the tower. They won on the checkpoint because the checkpoint. Or they won on the tower because the checkpoint. I don't know. Good leap from I-Squid. No, I-8. I visited Squid Cat, but I-8. Good leap, but well, there was a grenade on there, so it didn't really work out so well. But the tower's gradually going over that side. Can they stop it? They have stopped it. It's just going back and forth. I'm going to wait till it does something a bit more exciting. Is this green team getting the first checkpoint? It might be. Indeed they are. Daddy Juf with the Tenta missiles. Trying to cause some disruption over there. Plenty of disruption going elsewhere, though. His Fomega with the Ink Armor. Lou with the Ink Storm. Taking back the tower. One on the tower. Getting the Purple Man. And some other kills. That's also an I-8. These names, I need to remember these names again. The tower's just going back and forth. It's a very, very even match, which is good for me. Because I don't have to change for teams, because they look very even at this point in time. I may still change for teams. You don't even know. It keeps you in suspense of some sort. It's good. So it's just going back and forth. Lots of kills on both sides. It's a very scrappy match. Not a lot of concerted, calculated pushes. It's a very brawly match. Lou is the only one really in any close proximity to the tower from either side, although Green Team are reinforcing as they are right now. Can they push it any further? They've only got three points to go, and they've come past it, because they've got past that first checkpoint, which is something that Purple Team did not do. A couple of green players going down at the moment. Fomega's all on his own, and Purple Team can now work on getting that tower somewhere else. Green Team leading the way at the moment. Purple Team can't get them on. They're off. I don't know. They can't get them off the tower because they've got the second checkpoint. A couple of kills coming in from both sides, though, and Green Team, although I would say Purple Team may have taken it back, Green Team have taken it back immediately after. It's a very, very scrappy match. Seems like, you know, from one point to the next, one team is in control, but Green Team have moved the tower further, which is very important. It's kind of indicative of how this game mode works when there's, like, no concerted pushes, like I said, being made. It's just, you know, throw yourselves at the tower and hope that you can take somebody off each time. You are incredibly exposed on the tower, as you can see with Kamiko here. You just gotta really fight your corner and hope that your team's backing you up in some way. Or you can be Pixel Squid and just throw some brush on that tower and really relinquish it away from Green Team. Only 25 seconds, so Purple Team gotta push this kind of now and kind of get on with it if they want to overhaul this lead that Green Team have built up. They've got to kind of really push this as a team, really try and do this as a team. But it's only I-8 against 2 Green Team, and I-8 is forced off the tower. Not killed, but forced off or splattered. I don't know the next. I don't know. Green Team have got control, and it's going to be hard to take them off, especially if there's 3 kills against Purple. This is a very grim situation for Purple, and it's Green Team taking that win, which I think is a one apiece at this point. They keep changing colours. I wish we could just have the same colours, and then I wouldn't have to worry so much about who's what team or something. I don't know. So that's a loss for those people. which means it's a win for the other people. I know what's going on. Hi there, I'd like to talk to you about getting some clam blitz in your life. Really do like this game mode, and I don't think we saw this map at any point in the previous round. What I'm now doing is I've got them on randomizer. I've had them on for randomizer for a little while now, but now I'm removing the maps we have as we go, so should be a different map every time, and really trying to get the, you know, some data, not data, that sounds very clinical, trying to get some information on these teams as they play, because I feel like that's very important. Clam Blitz, if you're not aware, you should be. Go watch the first video. I explain every game mode, but you got to collect the small clams, make a big clam, throw the big clam at the balloon, and that lowers the barrier. Then you can throw lots of smaller clams, and then, you know, things happen, and you win points. So the turf itself does not matter, but it could help with positioning. Daddy Juff going in with a giant clam, gets the break and gets the broken barrier, but doesn't seem like there's too many teammates to follow up with any extra clams going in. There's some weird sounds going on in my office, but that's okay. I'm going to cope with them. Flies doing weird things behind me, but I will be the bigger man and concentrate on the Splatoon 2 gameplay that is happening before my eyes. I should also maybe be a bit calmer with the camera, because I was editing this earlier, and you know, whoever was in control of the camera were just flying around all over the place. I like spectator controls, okay? Now that I understand them, I'm kind of okay with them. So let's zoom in. No, let's zoom in on somebody. Here's Kamiko with a few clams, 5 clams. Fomega there, I think, with more than a few clams. In fact, a large clam. Oh, taken out by, it looks like Purple Man. Looks like they traded a little bit there. Let's get out of this camera. There we go, camera. Okay, wonderful. Lots of clams on the field. You can pick them up. You can make a really good push here. Kamiko going with the throw, misses the barrier. Daddy Juff does not make the same mistake, or there is a large clam if they can get that and just destroy Purple Man. Unable to do so, but they were able to get a few clams in there. They're down to 67 remaining, which is not too bad at all. As Lou throws some more clams in there, gets it down to 46. That's looking good for blue team at this stage. Yellow yet to be on the board, yet to really get any kind of push going, yet to really get 10 clams together to have a giant clam and throw and break a barrier. I see that both barriers are down. I don't know. No, hang on. I'm getting confused here. So, no. I don't really know. I'm very confused because they're... Oh! Purple Man with a throw, but you can't get the clam. He's got it now. He misses it twice. Purple Man, you gotta hit these. There you go. Gets it finally. Does get 20 points just there. And there is a large clam there for yellow team. If anybody can really capitalize on that, but they're all falling. It's just Pixel Squid there trying to make the best of a bad situation. Got a splash down there. Gets a kill, but hasn't got many teammates around him. There's Lou in close proximity collecting some clams, but doesn't count as a teammate. Very much doesn't count, but they are getting some clams together. They need to get a push together and really push this as a team and try and get the most out of a push, because they haven't got a ton of time remaining and they've got quite a bit of score to go, so they need to do what they can here. Can I zoom in with this one? Yeah, okay, Pixel Squid coming in. Not who I wanted to go to. Let's just see what he can do with all these clams. There are a lot of clams. They always appear in groups of 4. See if you can get in there and really get some clams going. They've broken the barrier. It's a great time to throw some clams in. If the other team can try and stop it, but gets 61. So they're getting closer, but not a million miles closer. They've got a clam at their own, a giant clam rather, at their own base if they want to pick that one up. Joe, don't leave it. There's a clam just there. It's really, really good and helpful. But Daddy Juff and Lou both have giant clams, along with Fomega getting a giant clam just then of himself. Big plays coming in now. That was at least 2, although 2 of them missed, actually. They broke it once, but they missed the 2 previous giant clams. And that is a missed opportunity, really, from blue team. They could have won it there with a few more extra clams. That's a big play by, I'm not sure who did that. Maybe Kamiko or Lou, but that was a lot of space gathered back there, but I would see that as a missed opportunity, and it would be good time for blue team to scarper back now, because yellow team have to push quite hard in these last minute or so, last 60 seconds. The Pixel Squid of a giant clam takes out Lou, needs to get in a little further and hope his team follow him. Got Daddy Juff for company, does get the clam, got down to 55. Bit of defense there from the blue team clam base, and they are broken into the lead. Big plays there by yellow team. How can blue respond? They need to respond. They got 43 odd seconds to go. They do have some clams. Lou did have a giant clam, which would have been a devastating addition to that, but now it opens the door. It leaves the door open, rather, for blue team to take this back at the very last moment. These matches are a lot more even than I I kind of hoped they'd be even, but I also worried that they wouldn't be. Daddy Juf and Kamiko with 2 very large clams coming in. They get a kill on Purple Man. Joe and I8, the only gatekeepers here. They're just waiting. They're giving some time. You got to push it soon, guys. You got a reasonable amount of resources there. Don't forget that giant clam. You got 7 seconds. Got to make the move quite soon. Otherwise, you're going to run out of time. You got 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Got to throw that clam very soon. Got some overtime. Gotta make the play. Gotta make the play. Gotta break that barrier. Gotta get it open. There you go. That might be it. That is it. And they have won it right at the end, blue team. What an exciting match of Splatoon 2. Goodness me. That was right down to the wire. Wow. Okay. That is encouraging for my own like personal dialogue in my head that I've got even teams, because if one of them are just, 100 to nothing to the other team, it implies that, who's really any good at this game. It's hard to really describe if there's one team much better than the other. And welcome to Rainmaker. Make it rain. It's a good slogan. It's a good game mode. It is I'm just going to repeat myself from last time. It's a game mode that really requires teamwork. I suppose you can get by with like ridiculous solo plays. If you're playing something like Clan Blitz, you can just go in and really open up the space for your teammate. A little harder to do that in Rainmaker, because you're so exposed when you're actually using the Rainmaker. So if you can do anything with that, it'd be impressive. But I'm calling blue team. Blue team actually got the seal off the Rainmaker, but it was green team that went in and took it. Really, you want to line up or sort of coordinate that in such a way that you take it at the same time. I can kind of work out. That's this one. Okay. I was trying to work out how I can zoom in on the person with the Rainmaker, but I found out a little too late, and somebody died immediately after I went to them, which has never happened since I got used to the spectator controls. So I got track record or something. But green team didn't take it very far, although that can mean a lot. Can I leak? 53 can be a lot if they can't really get it back. Green team immediately taking it back though, but immediately losing it to blue team. I think that's a kill by Lou. Stingray coming in from Kamiko, just keeping green at arm's length. Pixel Squid going from the big boy flank, trying to get Daddy Juf off the high ground, and does so. Kamiko coming back, although taken up by Pixel Squid, who's taken up by Lou. It's a very messy fight, but green team seems to be winning it out in the end, and Purple Man has the Rainmaker, but killed by, or taken out rather, by Daddy Juf. And the team of purpley blue team, I want to say blue team because that's much easier on my brain. Kind of looks like purple though, now I think about it. But now can the purple team get some footholds here and try and push together? They're trying to make space, which is not necessarily a bad idea. Pixel Squid trying to get up on Fomega, and Daddy Juf has taken out everybody. And that's a big play by Pixel Squid. I8 and Purple Man sticking around, trying to see off Kamiko, and they do so. Pixel Squid opening up the Rainmaker, and Purple Man taking it and trying to take it further than before. We haven't seen anybody in these auditions. I don't think we've seen anybody actually complete a round of Rainmaker. It's always come down to score, so there's every chance still that, although there's really pushing it now. Both teams with 3 people throwing ink at it, and it's just about one out by green team, but that was fairly close. Daddy Juf trying to get it in no man's land, where there's not a lot of place you can really go for ink coverage. Just go forward and hope you can do it. Joe trying to get there. He's going to run out of... Didn't quite run out of time, but it was very close there. Purple Man, Lou going for a flank, trying to get round the side of them, trying to give I8 and Purple Man some issues, and now is very isolated as the Rainmaker goes forward. Lou does take out I8 though. If they can make this work, I'm trying to push around the left with Purple Man, trying to get a shot onto Kamiko. What a great shot that was from Purple Man. It's a very powerful weapon, the Rainmaker, as long as you can aim it properly, although I think that was the Tenta missiles did seem to take it away from Purple Man. No, not Purple Man. I forget. I don't know. I'm forgetting everybody's names. Is Purple Man on the green team? That was my. Might be. That's why I'm confused. Could be. Yeah, I think Purple Man's on the not purple team. God, that's really annoying. But blue team now, purple team now making some pushes, but stopped in their tracks almost immediately. They're trying to. Well, that was a bit of lag. Is it about lag? Is it my fault? Could be a bit of lag. Oh god. Oh god, that's my fault. Oh, I did a redo. I reset the map, and what has happened this time is that it hasn't quite been as even. I was waiting for something to happen there, and some kind of decisive push. It came very suddenly, and all of a sudden, what was quite a tight match the first time around. It was my fault, it was my connection issues. I reset the map, I did exactly the same map, and everybody else did the exact same weapons. That is a win for the second team. I forget which team is which, but you know, that was my fault. I'll accept the blame for that one. So we have had 4 matches, which is why I've decided to make a small change. I swapped one of the one player each on both sides just to freshen it up, I think. Fomega and Purple Man are on different teams now. We're back to Splat Zones. We've already seen this map and this game mode on this map, so you know, I'll let you know if there's anything to report. It's been fairly one-sided so far. Orange team have only just taken the control for, I think, for only the second time. Didn't get very far the first time, and Green team got very far in their initial push, so now it's all up against them. But they do have a lot of time remaining. Lots of kills for both sides. Immediately taken back by Green team. They can win this very, very quickly if they play their cards right and use their specials in the right way. Daddy, Juff, and Lou both seem a little isolated. Not a lot of teammates around them that, though they are, you know, peppering it with ink. Maybe could make something work here. Gradually pincering in on them now with Kamiko with the bucket coming in, the slosher coming in. Lou and Purple Man both going for I8 in a corner. Gonna have a hard time getting out of there against a roller. Indeed. And Orange team gradually coming back into this one. Orange team doing what they can to really bring this one back in. They're getting kills at the right time, and Green team seems to be going one at a time, which is never the best idea. Orange team seems to be firmly in control now, and really do need more of an organized push really from Green team. They're gradually coming in now. Pixel Scoot with a kill, although he goes down immediately after. They have lost control now, mainly because of this giant green cloud rolling in and causing a few problems with the ink storm. They are back in control, Green team, though they have built up or rather Orange team have built up a sizable defense, as have both of these teams really. So this match is very, very close. To be fair, we've only got a minute and 15 seconds to go. This could go either way, and really depends on who keeps control for the longest. It's just generally how control points work. And that is game. They did take it back in the end. I think they took it all the way down to 0. That is quite the win from where they were originally. The bad guys, I guess. They really pulled out all the stops there. It's an impressive win. You're ready for some more Clam Blitz? I don't think this has been the mode we played second or anything like that, but I do like Clam Blitz, and I kind of like this map. I haven't played a lot of it, but the rotating wheel in the center does cause a bit of havoc if you're playing, say, Turf Wars, because, you know, the terrain is moving quite a lot. With Clam Blitz, the barriers, rather, are here, so you can make some really good pushes up the side of these sort of areas and across there and going around. It's quite an interesting map to navigate, is what I'm trying to get out of that, but with Clam Blitz, it's going to be an interesting match to watch with that excuse me. That in motion. I need to cough now. Barrier broken by Orange team. Orange team, Pixel Squid died for it. So just for 20 points, it looks like, even with the Ink Storm coming in, although they are making the big boy flank, they can... Oh, that was close, though. Got there a little bit too late. The barrier's back up. They've got to get out of here fairly quickly. I8 beating a very hasty retreat in order to save some clams. It's only 2, so it's not going to be too much of an issue if, like that, you do die with them. But Purple Man coming forward on the purple team with the large clam, trying to do something about it. There are many teammates in support. Just need some more clams, kind of, you know, get a move together. Lou goes down to a group of Orange team members. Not so bad with 3, although you are, of course, outnumbered. Pincered by Pixel Squid and Joe there, and losing the big clam in the process. Although it looks like they did actually get a barrier breakage, I guess, because it's 80 to 81, so it is a lot closer than it was, like, as I thought. So Pixel Squid trying to get in, hasn't got any clams, although I8 does have, it looks like 8 or 9, quite a lot of clams, and just needs one more. And for the teammates, really hiding and waiting a little bit here, looking for the right time to go in, which is not such a bad idea. Got 5 clams, might be better suited to being with the team, just in case the purple team come back with a bit more aggravation. Sending forth the Ink Storm, hoping to help out the team that way, although there's a lot going on this side of the map. Hopefully in some way it works out, but it's hard to really say. There's an awful lot going on this side of the map, including another barrier breakage by Kamiko, and Purple Man trying to follow up with some more clams. Kamiko's got plenty of clams. I'm not sure if you can aim them from the edge of that little thing there, but you can from that point. But taken out by Fomega. Fomega taken out by Purple Man. Picking up the clams. Can you get them in? No more clams. There were no more clams, but, you know, Purple Team doing their best to keep Orange Team at bay at the moment. And indeed getting some few clams in there, getting it down to 56. That's looking a lot more tasty for Purple Team than it is for Orange Team. Orange Team, who are effectively Team 1, have not won many of these matches, despite the fact that these matches have been close. They haven't been close enough, I suppose. I may change that in the next round just to shake things up. This is the 6th match of 8, in case you need to count at home. Lots of pushes going on, although lots of slow pushes by the look of it. Pixel Squid going in with the baller, trying to get to Daddy Juf. Loses the giant clam, didn't quite get out fast enough for that, but Joe has one. Although Lou has one, going forward on his own, misses the platform, which is going back in there. Both Lou and I8 have giant clams, although all of Orange Team has now died. So it's really a great opportunity for Purple Team to push forward and I8 to really try and hold on to that giant clam, because that's going to be very important in the next minute 42. Lou taking out Pixel Squid, although the flank is covered off by at least 2 members of the Orange Team. Plenty of teammates now with Purple Man and Kamiko and Daddy Juf all joining the fray. The large clam goes in, and that was a great opportunity to really make Orange Team hurt with a lot of clams going in. Purple Man going for the big hero flank. Going for the... Did it actually get in? I did get in. It's down to 13. It's very close now. Lunas needs to throw those in. How many more has he got? I thought he had more than that, but not enough to win it outright. But it's only 7 left. Purple Man going in. They only need 4 more clams. Orange Team really being pushed back this round. They did get the last clam in. And that is a game to... Purple Team, we're technically the bad guys, you know, I don't know what they're trying to say, but they're saying bad things about you. I'd take offense to that. It's been a while since we've seen Tower Control, is the narrative I'm going to tell myself, and we did see the, oh no, it was Tower Control. There was Splat Zones, rather, we saw with Moray Towers, or Moray Towers? I'm not really sure. Pretty sure that's some kind of sea creature, but slight alterations again. I've swapped 2 players over. See if you can guess who I've swapped over, if you can tell. This map is strange with control towers, because like the point where you got to get it to is quite far away from the enemy spawn, so like you can win this very quickly if you really put the pressure on the other team. I am trying to get some balanced teams, because like I said, the matches themselves have been quite balanced, but the outcomes not so much. I'd expect more of a 50-50 win ratio, and one of these teams is doing a lot better than the other, and I'm trying to ascertain, like, I'm trying to balance them effectively by swapping some teammates over and see if we can do something. Blue Team just taking the lead there. Got 2 on the cart, 3 on the cart, or on the tower rather. I don't know what game we're playing, but this is some kind of other kind of FPS, right? Although that being said, there hasn't been much of a real serious push by either team. Blue Team got fairly far, but they didn't get as far as they got as far as the first checkpoint, but not very far into that. Let's hopefully see some concerted pushes by both teams, and I like to think that even if there is an imbalance on either team for skill, if you push as a team, you can get quite far. They have got to the same point. It's now coming back down to checkpoint calculations, and Green Team just getting ahead of Blue Team there, though I think our Team 2, I forget how this works, but I think it's Team 1 and 2 like that, so it is fairly even so far. Blue Team did get the early ground, but Green Team have brought this back. I've got a slightly nasally voice all of a sudden. Not sure where that came from, but I would try and persevere regardless, because goddammit, someone's got to. So, oh dear. So Blue Team seem to be in control at the moment. Green Team seem very far away all of a sudden. I'm not sure. This is kind of the problem with Moray Towers. Like, everybody is far away, because it's a large map, or there's the Stingray coming in right on the tower. A good special for this game mode, because you can just throw so much ink at one location. That's very helpful. Any game mode when that kind of thing is important, like Splat Zones or Tower Control. Not so much with Clan Blitz, not really Turf Wars, kind of Rainmaker sometimes, but any map where you've got to throw ink at a point, it's very useful. But Blue Team making more of a push this time. Green Team are coming in trying to stop them, but they seem to be doing okay. They've only got to get it that far. Green Team going for more of a pincer, and they have taken the tower and got a few splats, so they are stabilizing somewhat. They've got 2.5 minutes to try and take it as far as the second checkpoint, which is just below the final, really just below the final checkpoint, basically, so no time like the present. Green Team on the tower with a Stingray and with plenty of support, although Fomega is trying to make some kind of flank, trying to come from behind. They need to push this quite quickly. In this move, really, they've got 1 minute to do so. Blue Team trying to do what they can, although Green Team seems to be coming back in some way. Blue Team, it's been a lot of trading splats, really, trying to get some kind of present on this tower. Daddy Juf and Fomega just going down there. Joe and Daddy Juf near the tower, taking the tower back. Lou left the tower and was unable to keep it in control, although does get a splat for his trouble, so that's pretty impressive. Just going to take the tower back and get it up here, because that's where it needs to go. It is, like I said, the problem. Everyone's so far away, it takes a long time for them to get back. unless you can have somebody hiding around and, you know, hopefully you got someone to jump to. But they are at that checkpoint, so they have a chance. They're just going to really push it quite hard from this point onwards, although green team behind them, trying to keep them, you know, on their toes, really. They have got the checkpoint, but they are just everything's being thrown at them. They have the tower? I can't really tell. They do have the tower, but they've got to do more with it. Overtime ticking away. Going to run out of time here, I feel. With all the green present on the cart, it's going to be very hard to overhaul. Although green team is, of course, the team who need the points. I forget what team's playing. I'm not sure. Lots of green presents. Got to get on that cart. Does get on that cart. On the tower. I'm not sure. 3 greens, only 1 blue, although Joe does get 2 kills. What a play by Joe. Taking the tower back, riding it to freedom. That was very impressive. The clutch play by Joe. I thought he was very much outnumbered, but as you can see, blue team did quite well. Teams are balanced again. Nice. And so we arrive at the final match of the Splatoon 2 fan auditions, the Reef as a turf war, because I thought we started with turf war. We might as well end with turf war. I do love some of the costumes, by the way. So the thing I really love about this game, but it's just like the giant, like hulking mass of like Fallout armor. It's kind of ridiculous, but this is effectively I have chosen a few who I'd like for my team, just based on the previous 7 matches. This is one last hash it out, time for hero plays, time for people to stand up and be counted. I can do one of these and see someone firing Tinta Missile or an Ink Storm. If I press it quickly, or a bit faster, I can actually get there a bit faster and watch the fireworks fly a bit better. Omega going into deep territory, finding some teammates, which is not necessarily a bad idea. Seems like a fairly even opening to this match so far. Been talking so much I'm getting all nasally, which is never a good sign, but you know, I feel like we've had a very interesting auditions. We've had a great variety of play. We've seen every game mode at least like 3 times, 4 times, and you know, I'm pleased with the level of Splatoon play I've been seeing for these last 2 videos, because you know, my worry is that I would get on here, do these auditions, and like everybody be playing. How do I press the ink button? Like, oh god, this is not going to go well. But I'd say everybody who's taken part in these auditions is almost certainly better than me at the game, which means that me saying that they can't be on the team for whatever reason, it makes me feel bad. It makes me feel genuinely quite bad. So, you know, I just have to do what I have to do, and you know, Nintendo want me to be a part of the tournament, so it wouldn't make any sense if like I'm doing the auditions but I don't turn up. But it does. I don't want to limit anybody, especially in this round of the auditions, because it seems like everybody has done fairly well at one point, done really well at least on a couple of maps. So it's not like the people who are going to be eliminated after this match have just never had a moment of glory. So it is hard to really make any kind of judgment, but I will try and do it for the benefit of, you know, being brief or something, being recorded for an hour, so, you know, I want to get some kind of conclusion out of it. Let's get out of here. It seems to be taken over by the pink team. Pink team? Let's go with pink team. And I forget which team that is now, because I keep changing them, but, you know, Turf War can change around very quickly. To be honest, most of these game modes can, but if you can get a few kills and really push back against the opposing color, then you can really turn this around. You can see how quickly you know, one colour is replaced by the other if you really put your mind to it. Lou going in with a baller, trying to cover some ground, trying to find some people to explode, trying to back up onto Joe and Omega. Joe, you know, sliding away very quickly. Good play by Lou. Has just taken a bit more ground back for blue team. Although they still only have 30 seconds, so they're really going to work quite hard on this, even with the Ink Storm coming in, just making things a little bit difficult. The blue have taken a bit more back, as you can see, so it's going to be hard to really take it back fully for pink team. Although if they make a push together, they've taken 2. Although three of pink team have gone down just then, all underneath. Look like Lou maybe got those kills, and it looks like I would suggest that blue may have taken this. Although you never can tell until they actually work it out just here. Interesting final match. It was ebb and flow. But to be honest, it was even, but at the same time, not as even as I would have liked in a way, because, you know, if these games were genuinely even all the way through, then pink team would have won that. But the game itself was even. Love that armor. But I will now make my verdict. Now then, let's get down to the business end. Like I said, this has been difficult because everyone played well. Wouldn't have too many complaints if I just, you know, picked 4 at random, but I didn't want to do it at random because I feel like that's it. You know, we've been here for 3.5 hours. I feel like that's kind of wasted. We've wasted everyone's time if I do it by random. But but I have worked out who I would like to take. We're doing it alphabetical order. We're not going to do like everybody who is in the team first and everybody else isn't, or something like that. It's just not like random, but yes, no, alphabetical order. So, that being said, Craig, the recording bot. No, not him. That would be funny. Or Chinny's here as well. That doesn't count.
I'm just lurking,
Daddy,
boys.
Nice. Daddy Juff. I still don't know your name. Joof. Okay, that sounds very foreign. I like it. How do you feel you played today?
I think I did a lot better than yesterday. I think it's more just the adrenaline and actually having better reaction times.
I found a lot playing or practicing Splatoon 2. Adrenaline counts a lot. Like I sort of play some nice music in the background. I was like, oh, let's go. Yeah, exactly. Well, I'm pleased to say you've made it into the team.
Oh!
I'll just throw that one out there straight away. I've got like some stats, and I won't bore you with stats, but I thought you played very well basically the whole way through. You weren't always like, I'm the best player in the server, but you were very consistent. You were like constantly like a 7, 8 out of 10. And I think that's really useful.
Since I sent the email.
Oh, that does help. That really does help. So congratulations, you were part of the team. You can make Summer in the City on the 12th of August or something?
11th.
11th? I don't know. 12th is a different important day for me. I gotta stop doing that, but it is of course free for you, and at some point we will get together and hash out some details of when you're available for a bunch of practice stuff. So congratulations. Welcome to the team. Saturday the 11th, thank you. I know that now. Okay, that's embarrassing. Who's next? Joe, or Joey Man 98. Come on down.
Yeah.
Are you there? Is there somewhere?
Hello.
Hello. You're just about there. I can just about hear you. Make some noise. I'm just checking you're still there.
Hello.
You are there. Okay, good. How do you feel you played today?
Not great today. I don't feel.
Yeah. I watched a lot of matches. I watched a lot of encounters and confrontations between other teams. I think I swapped you. Were you one of the ones I swapped?
No.
I didn't swap you. Okay. Because I just wanted to check sort of different team comps and different players on different teams. And based on what I've got in front of me, unfortunately, you are not on the team.
Okay.
Okay. I feel like you did play well at quite a number of these matches, but overall, it's just not quite in the top half, I guess, because it's 4. So, next time, if we do something like this, feel free to come back and try again, because, you're clearly quite good if you got this far. So, head held up high. Come back next time. Louis boy. Lou. No?
Hello.
Louis boy, hello. How did you feel you played today?
I felt pretty good, about the same as last night.
Yeah, I thought you were one of the more consistent players in, to be honest, both rounds of the audition. You did well with, I would say, I'm trying to, how do I phrase that of being nice? But you did well basically in most situations, regardless of who you were playing with, pretty much. So I feel like that's quite a good trait, and as a result, you have made it into the team.
Yes, thank you very much. Thank you.
That's okay. I thought you were basically like, an 8 out of 10, 9. I've got to stop rolling the cliches out, but you were very good basically the whole time, and you were very reliable. It's like I was going to your camera like, oh, he's just killed someone. Okay, that's fine. It's just
thank you very much. That means a lot.
That's okay. So again, like with Daddy Joof, we will hash out the details of getting together and practicing some Splatoon 2. So
nice.
Awesome.
Thank you very much once again.
That's okay. Congratulations. Magical Purple Man, step up to the court. Step up to the plate.
Hello.
Or the court. Hello. How do you feel you played today?
Better than yesterday, that's for sure. But
you were the comeback hero yesterday. Because I saw you early on. You weren't playing very well, but you got it back, and that was impressive.
I didn't realize until I checked the battle stats. Without the extra games gotten from Cat Squid joining early, I would have only won a single game, and Jesus, that would have just been me out then and there.
Yes,
that's very sad, Squid.
So on here, I've got you with an exact 50% win ratio from the matches, which means that me choosing whether or not you join the team or not join the team is basically like a flip of a coin.
50-50 chance. 50% of something works every time? Question mark?
I'm not sure. I've no idea. But basically, you're not bad. Unfortunately, you're not in the team. It's just there's
Yeah.
other people who are a little bit better than you on this round of the audition, and that's the tough thing. It's the really tough thing, because like, you know, you're very good. You're clearly very good, but it's like,
Oh, cheers.
it's just not.
Yeah.
It's not even not quite good enough. It's just there's people who are quite good
bit more
elsewhere on
consistent.
this server.
Yeah, that's.
So you know,
Yeah,
I feel
can't-
bad letting you go. Is what I'm trying to say.
Can't say I disagree with you on your judgment, but I just want to say it's been lovely to be here, and
Oh, that's wonderful. I'm glad you've enjoyed yourself.
if you ever do it here again, I'll be sure to join in again.
I hope they do this again, because I'm having a lot of fun doing this. Even though the reality TV show thing, I'm having a load of fun doing this. So, yeah, thank you for coming. Been a lot of fun.
Cheers.
Fomega or Fomega,
Yep. Don't worry, we'll get there with the names eventually.
PH Omega Mega. Let's go with that one. I think I called you at that one at some point. How did you feel you played today?
At the I think I got off to a bit of a rocky start, but I managed to find my footing a bit later on, and I do feel that some of the ink armors came in clutch.
Yeah, here's the thing. You're basically a very similar story to Purple Man. Like, you have an exact 50% win ratio.
Oh, really?
On the do you actually? Wait, I'm looking. Am I looking at the right row here? Hang on, I can't remember where I am now. Yes, you won 4, you lost 4 from the win ratio.
Oh,
yes.
I'm gonna vomit.
So unfortunately, it's almost exactly the same as Purple Man. You're very good. You're clearly very good. It's just there's other people who had a better audition, showed themselves off a bit better, and basically did better. Is my point. So unfortunately,
That's
you're
fair.
not on the team.
Fair enough.
But you know, head held high. I thought you played quite well.
Cheers for that.
Pixel Squid, come to the podium. Grab that mic. Grab that mic with gusto.
Okay.
Is he there? Oh, he's there. Good. Awesome. How do you feel you played today?
I feel I played worse than Leslie.
In the first round, or
Yeah, Leslie. Yeah, first round.
yeah. I'm gonna agree with you there, because I have the stats from the first. Can I see the stats from? Get computer. Find me the stats from the first round. Yeah, you played very well in the first round. In the second round, I've got you with. Where are we? God, this is really badly organized. I got you with 2 wins out of 8, which is not very good, if you're not gonna lie. However, and this is where wins aren't really important, because I'm not really looking for wins. Wins are just a vague way of telling what I can, you know, like a basic barometer of talent or success or something, but it's not the most important thing I'm looking for. What I was looking for, mostly from you, and I saw you were losing a lot of things, because, you know, I saw you in the first round and you were playing really well, is positioning and sort of teaming up and working as a team. And in that regard, you were the best in the whole audition, as like
Really?
sticking with the team, doing pushes together, you know, good use of specials, good use of subs, that sort of thing. And for that reason alone, pretty much, I'd like you on the team.
Really?
Yes,
Damn.
because I
Wow.
feel like this is more of an off day or something, but like the game knowledge was just like 10 out of 10, and that's important. I feel if that's like a sort of shot calling role or like an organizational role, as well as like a general talent role on a better day, I feel like that's very valuable. So
Thank
congratulations.
you. Very surprised from that, actually.
Guys, shouldn't be. You were really good in the first round. So I was like, I'm not really too concerned about the first round, but I was keeping an eye on you based on the first round, basically. So congratulations. Welcome to the
Thank
squad. Okay, we have 2 left and 1 place. Oh god. Oh no. How did this happen? Oh dear. What's the best way of doing this? I'm not sure what the best way of doing this is.
I'm gonna assume you just call us both in.
I could call you both in. Squid Cat and Kamiko, come on down to the podium.
Hey.
Good lord. Okay. How did this happen? Well, it's come to that time of the evening again. How do you? Let's go with Squid Cat. How do you feel you played today?
I did awful.
I mean, I don't think it was that bad. You got some wins. You got some good plays. You got some good kills.
I'm
Good splats.
actually surprised I was able to play today. I was throwing up earlier.
Oh god. Are you okay? Was
Yeah, I'm fine now. Just a
Oh,
migraine.
okay. Oh, okay. Was it affecting you today, or is it subsided by now?
Oh yeah, it's fine. It was just this
Oh,
morning.
All right. I didn't want you playing, you know, Splatoon if you got a migraine, 'cause that's pretty rough. Like,
No, it's fine.
okay.
Completely back to normal.
Yeah, that's good to hear. Kamiko, other one, other player,
Hi.
Kamiko.
Okay.
Hi. How do you feel you played today?
So first off, significantly better than yesterday. Like I was like quite a bit rocky yesterday. Today I certainly got back into it. I think halfway through I was having a bit of trouble, but I started picking back up towards the end. So
Yes,
I'm kind of comfortable with that in the end.
Yeah, I feel like regardless of what I say next, you can be pretty. I think both of you can be pretty proud of what you've done overall in the auditions. You've both played pretty well, pretty much all the way through. It's very consistent, and working with different team members kind of is where the inconsistencies come from in terms of win ratio and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, only one of you can be in the team, which is why I brought you both in here, which I'm sure is just makes me the bad guy, regardless of what happens. I'm always the bad guy. That's the best way. I mean, I already know who I picked, but I'm just... Should I just, eke it out a bit more? No, it's not being asked about it. I'd say more so from what happened today, I've chosen Kamiko.
Good job.
Nothing against you, Squid Cat. It's just that today I think Kamiko was more consistent and more of what I kind of wanted, and I think you had a really good first round. It's just in the second round I sort of moved you around a bit.
In the second round I failed.
Yeah, I was just.
Everyone did so well though, and I had a lot of fun.
I had a lot of fun as well. I'm very glad everyone's taking this quite well. Otherwise, it'd be kind of put a dampener on the video at the end. But yes. There are the four. I hope everyone's really happy about that. Or reasonably. Kamiko's gone,
No, I'm fine. I'm okay.
Kamiko's good. The four, in case you can't tell, or if you need reminding, because to be honest, I kind of need reminding. They were Daddy Joof, right? Have I got that one correct now? Daddy Joof. Louie Boy, Pixel Squid, and Kamiko.
Yo.
They are the four who got through the auditions. Commiserations and
Congrats, guys.
Thank you for coming to the other four.
Yeah.
We all did well.
Congratulations.
To Joe, Purple
Congratulations.
Man, and Squid Cat.
Congratulations.
I think everybody played really well. And like I said at the beginning, it was hard to narrow it down to four. I kind of thought it would be because
If Splatoon was an 8v8 game, you'd pick all of those.
Absolutely. If it was a 6, I'd have 2 as subs, to be honest. So that's the thing. But anyway, that is the end of the audition. Thank you everybody for coming. Thank you for watching at home. I will get back to you with the results of practice matches or something. Take care, everybody.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for joined.